Part 1. We have a 34-point skill sheet today, and we have 5 points here of note-taking to do. Teachers, here is the bell work for today. Find a product here. Which product here is greater than 1? Students, give your students 5 minutes here.
Okay, to find the product of 2 and 13, 36, times the negative 1 and 1/5, which one of these choices will be the best choice for that? So up here, where 2 times 36 is 72 plus 13 is 85 over 36. Then negative 1 times 5 be negative 5 plus 1 would be negative 6 over 5. Negative 1 times 5 is negative 5 minus 1 would be negative 5 over 6. And when we multiply through here, 85 over 36 times negative 6 over 5, we come up with negative 17 over 6 is 36, and negative 6 will cancel. And we'll have negative 6 down here and 1 up here. And then 5 and 85 will cancel. We have 1 down here and 17 there. 17 times 1 will be 17. Then negative 6 times positive 1 will be negative 6 as well. Wait a minute. 17 times 1 will be positive 17. Negative 6 times 1 will be a negative 6. And then this simplifies to negative 6 goes into 17. It'd be 2 and 5/6 and negative 2 and 5/6. So the correct answer would be negative 2 and 5/6. And then down here, which would be A, down here, which product is greater than 1? So which one of these products is going to produce a number greater than 1? So we have 8 sevenths times 4 over 3 would be 32 21st, which would be 1 and 11 21st, which would be the correct answer for number 2, and that would be I.
Okay, dividing fractions, you multiply fractions and mixed numbers, you'll divide fractions and mixed numbers. So, two non-zero numbers whose product is 1 are reciprocals. This is your classwork, students, page 2. Then here's examples here of a number, a reciprocal number, reciprocal number. Do you know something here? I mean, these are flipped to become a reciprocal. They're flipped out, so 5 times 1/5 is 1, and then this is the check here for these. Negative 5 over 8 times negative 8 over 5 equals 1, etc. 0.1 times 10. This is basically 1 over 10 times 10 equals 1. Using reciprocals to divide by any non-zero number, multiply by its reciprocal. So 2 over 9 divided by 3 over 7 equals 2 over 9 times 7 over 3 equals 14 over 27. When you divide fractions, you invert and multiply. So you flip this and then you multiply it, and that will be the division of 2/9 by 3 over 7. And then this is the situation here. A over B divided by C over D is A over B times D over C. We just flip your divisor here and multiply, invert and multiply, and we get that. And then here's our we go into our first example here, dividing a fraction by a fraction. So we have negative 2 over 5 divided by 4 over 7. What do? We invert and multiply. So negative 2 over 5 times 7 over 4, and then this equals, we do our canceling. What does that equal? Equals negative 7 over 10. So that will be our quotient there for that prior division problem. And then we check it. So what do? We multiply our quotient here by our original divisor, and we get our 2 over 5. Multiply the quotient by the divisor. divisor. Okay, our first guy practice here. Students, this is yours. Pay attention to this so you can do yours. Okay, so our solution here equals 2 over 15 times negative 25 over 8. We flip our divisor and then multiply it. And then we do canceling, and we get negative 5 over 12 for our solution here. Students, we go into example 2 here. 4 1/6 divided by negative 1 2/3. So what do? First step is to change these into improper fractions. 25 over 6 divided by negative 5 over 3. 1 times 3 plus 2 is negative 5 over 3. And then we do our multiplication here. We invert and multiply. We invert this and multiply it. And what do we get? We do our canceling here. That cancels, that cancels. And we get negative 5 over 2. And as a mixed number, it is negative 2 1/2 would be our solution for this as a quotient for that. Okay, find a quotient. This is 2 2/5. Negative 5 1/4 divided by 2 2/5. Students, this is yours. Pay attention so you can do these mixed number divisions here. So we're going to change these into improper fractions first. Negative 21 over 4. 5 times 4 plus 1 is negative 21 over 4. And then 2 times 5 plus 2 is 12 over 5. What's our next step? Invert and multiply. So we invert this and multiply. Negative 21 over 4 times 5 over 12. That, and we do some canceling here. Let's see, 3 here. Can't really do much there, but we can do some canceling here. Negative 7, so it'll be negative 35 over 16. And then that'll be negative 2 3/16. So it'll be the quotient for this division.
And that was lesson 5.5 part 1, pre-algebra math, animated PowerPoint math video at AOL.com for questions or course materials. Thank you very much.